Today's recording is going to show you how to create a build for WebGL from Unity, upload to itch.io, and then post it on your Wix site. So once I'm done my Unity project, and hopefully I don't have any errors, I'm going to go to File, Build Settings, and then choose WebGL in this left panel. Once there, you'll see that I actually need to switch platforms in order to build a player. I don't think that will be a problem, but we're going to first switch platforms before we address this caution. After this is done, you'll come back to this screen. The loading bars will go away. So now let's address this caution. I'm going to go to Player Settings. And so it reads Player Settings to resolve the incompatibility between the color space and the current settings. So let me investigate that. I discovered the error in Player and then if you open other settings. So it's asking me to uncheck Auto Graphics API. So let me do that. It resolved the error. And then I can X out, and hopefully that will still look good. So what I can do is either click Build, which will create the build file, which will populate in your Files folder, or I can hit Build and Run. A really important thing is also to add the open scene. So you want to build the scene that you're in. This is important, otherwise you're not going to build much. So I'm going to add open scene, demo, transmedia storytelling project. Leave this unchecked. This would make this file a lot larger. And then I'm going to, for this one, just hit build and pause for that to run. So once you hit build, you will choose a placement. So this is open to my folder where I've saved it. My file path for my Unity project is this PC desktop. They'll all have a different file path, but regardless, you want to save it into this folder. So likely, so I'm going to just have that selected and hit select folder. And then the build should begin. Okay, it's telling me invalid build path, so it does not want me to build inside of the parent folder. So I'm going to build it to my desktop where I know that this parent folder for all of my Unity files is located. So I'm going to hit select folder. And I'm still getting errors, so let me investigate. Okay, so I'm going to try to create this build. It seems to be a bug, but I'm going to go to my desktop, create a new folder. I name this build. No spaces, no special characters, just make it a really simple word like build. Choose that folder and let's see if that works. Okay, so it's starting and I will pause until it is finished. So that resolution to that was to create a new folder on your desktop and name it build. That took approximately 5 minutes. It might take longer for your projects if your projects are bigger. So now that that's done, I can close out. It says, actually 589 seconds. Build completed with a result of succeeded. So now I can close out of Unity. And this will actually help my computer run more smoothly. Close some of these windows. Okay, so now that I'm on my desktop, I want to locate my build folder. I can also do that here, which will be easier for me visually. So desktop, here it is, build. And in this folder, you'll see that through creating the build, I have 2 folders in an index.html tab. Inside of the build folder, there are a series of other files. So unlike creating like a regular build with Unity, you have files that are prepared for it to be uploaded to the web. So that's going to be the next step. Meanwhile, as a reminder, if you are recording and you want to do like a game recording, you would want to do some kind of plugin. We're going to use OBS Recorder to record our game. But we're going to do this by actually exporting a different game build, and I will repeat that process when we get there. So you're not going to be recording from anything with WebGL. You'll be creating a new build that is for PC so that we can make it full screen and record from there. So let me go to itch.io. This is me troubleshooting the invalid build path, which is a great way if you ever hit a problem. There's sometimes bugs. These programs move quickly and break, so make sure to just Google. Stack Overflow is a great resource. I hit Google, and then I often go to Stack Overflow or other forums for developers. So itch.io, as it's spelled here, is a indie game hosting website application. So what you're going to need to do is go to create a profile. I already have a profile, so go ahead and pause. Once you do that, we can come back to here and start to upload our projects. Like you see, I have one here, so we'll be right back. Once you've created your account, you'll probably meet me around this screen. From here, we want to click Dashboard. And the dashboard is going to show you projects. You won't have any. Most of these are drafts or restricted. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of just demo. So here I want to then create a new game. So I'm going to go to the bottom and create new project. This titling is going to be important, so I want you to put your project title. I'm going to just say amazing title because that's what you're going to have. We don't have a project URL just yet, but you might be able to link your... oh, this is saying your project URL is amazing title, so we can link that. Optional. Games could be a classification. You can also do other things here. Go ahead and pick. So again, go through these settings. You can upload a cover image, which is going to be a nice touch. The kind of project is important. So we need to change the kind of project to HTML. So you have a zip or HTML file that we played in the browser. So once we click that, we can continue down. So I'm going to choose pricing, no payments. This way anyone can download it or view it and play it, so it's public. It's like putting it public on YouTube. And now the upload files, now we need to create a zip from those files that we have. So here on my desktop, I have my build folder. So I want to zip the files inside of it, but not the folder itself. So what I'm going to do is double click into my build folder. I'm going to click and drag to select all 3 files, and then on a Windows computer PC, you're going to right click, send to compressed zip folder. On a Mac, you're going to do just right click zip. This will create a new folder, but I do not like what that did, so I don't think that's correct. Let's come back. So it looks like it just zipped my data, template data folder, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to go back. Send to compressed. Okay, so it's fine. It does have everything in there. I'm imagining if I click into it, it'll be there. So that is the zip folder we need to upload. I'm going to go back to itch.io and hit upload files. I'm going to choose the build.zip, click open, and it will upload here. Once it's finished uploading, and even before, you can continue down these options, embed in page, or click to launch full screen. We're going to keep embed in page and manually set size. You can change these at any point. 640 and 360 is not going to be full screen, but it'll probably run a little bit better. We can play around with these settings if you want it to be larger. As we go, you can add in details, a genre, tags if you'd like. any custom issues here. You can allow comments, you can disable comments, that's all up to you. If we go back to where we uploaded this, is important. So we have this build.zip, and it says executable, but we actually want this to be, this file will be played in the browser. So once you click that on, all the other options go away, and that is what you want it to look like. At the bottom here, you'll see Save and View Page. It will not allow you to go public until you've viewed the draft. So if I click Save and View Page, you'll see that I have this option to run game. You want to check that your game is running. The sound's going to go on in a minute, but before it loads, to move through the game, you have to actually click on it. From there, I wanted to click widget. So if you didn't see me do that, I didn't say it because of the sound. Go back, hit widget at the top here. In widget is actually where we're going to grab the code that we can connect to Wix. So with widget, I can look on the side here and I want to grab the embed game tab. In the embed game tab, again, you can play with the width and height of the window. What that is the iframe border. So this is called an iframe patch of code. We're going to copy this and go to our Wix site. So at this time you've watched the basic Wix setup. You might have a title. I have 3 pages, and this is my home page. So on this area where I've added a section, so see I have some example projects, and then just some simple text. Here I want to add a custom HTML. So I'm going to go to plus for add elements. I'm going to search, I've already done that, but custom HTML. So just type in custom HTML, click enter, and you'll see this embed HTML come up. This is the element that we want, so we're going to click on it. It pops up with code. We want to put the code in, so we're going to paste our iframe code that we got from itch.io. Click update, and you'll see that actually this is wrong because I'll tell you why. I never published it. So I viewed it. Let me go back to amazing title. And I have to go back to edit game. I never made it public, so it's still in draft mode. Now that I've viewed it, I can go back and make it public, hit save. So if I was in like a view page like draft and it was just in draft, you'd want to go back to edit game, and that way you could set it to public. Now when I go to my Wix site, let me update this again. Paste, update. Okay, let me try that again with my widget. So view page, go to widget, embed game. Now let's copy this piece of code, paste it in, and update it. All right, okay, there it is, it's updating. So it's gonna start playing automatically. You can also stretch the screen to be the same size as the HTML widget. That way, you don't have those moving tabs. You'll see there's also a full screen option here. And my game is playing, so I want to quickly show you, without taking up too much time, how I might turn that off from playing automatically. So let's hit save. So I'm going to save my site just so that it's, I'm constantly saving. I'm not going to publish yet, but when you're done, you can hit publish. So I'm not finding I went back to itch.io, the don't play on start. I might just be missing a very obvious button, but we were in embed game. I don't see it, but if you wanted to not have the embedded game, you could add the widget, which would take you to itch.io to actually play the game. And you can add some things here. And then you would just want like a hero image, like a nice opening image on your site. You also could think about strategically maybe not having this on your homepage. Your homepage might be for other things. And then in your pages and menus, as you create more pages, I might add a new page, and I'll start with a blank page for my purposes. Okay, and I'll call it interactive experience. You might want to be a little bit more descriptive. We'll see. Hit done. And then in this section, I will do the same thing, add elements, embed HTML, paste my code in. That is a graphic from another one. So let me go back to the embed game. Click on the HTML, enter code, put my frame in here. And again, stretch it to the size I want. And then as Wix has this drag and drop feature, you can just kind of click and drag it around. And alternatively, if I just wanted the widget and not the embed, I would then grab this code, this iframe. I'm going to show you both, so I'll add a new element, a new embedded HTML code. I'll hit paste, update. I'll drag this down. I'll make my section a little bit longer to fit it. Bring the HTML up, this code here. Again, stretch it to fit. And then I would replace with just an image of my game. So then they could hit play.itch.io and then be taken to itch.io. So here is the preview. I can hit test site to go home. I have nothing on my home page. I can go to interactive experience to get to this page, and then the about. I think it's just a template I did for Nick Messina. This is like my testing site. So with that said, that is how you add, you create a build, you upload to itch.io, and then you place that game into your Wix site.